like tractors and such. There's an Amazon shipping center just north of where we're standing, and of course Baltimore's harbor, if you've ever been there and seen that driving past headed north of here to say Philly or New York, you get a shot of just how vast it is and how large. The majority of the country's shipping containers passing through here, and they have obviously now had to halt that as well. So you've got the road traffic. Remember, the Northeast Corridor is a busy one for 18-wheelers moving products, and of course what's out to sea. So while right now at this hour we are focusing on this rescue life-saving effort, it is going to be days, weeks, and months that we're going to learn more about the impact of how this possibly has affected the commerce and economic impact it's having.
Hey, Griff, it's kind of interesting. I don't know where you could see now, but the ship does not go through the pillar. It just hits the pillar. So it didn't go through to the other side. It's kind of astounding to see that type of ripple effect from a ship that bumps the pillar.
Well, that's right. And Brian, let me just give you one more look. Again, as you look here, so we're on just the north side, and what that one sort of beam sticking up, you would be seeing now several feet up in the sky above that, you would see the bridge, right? The arcing bridge as you come down off of that bridge, but all you can see now is the mangled part of where it was, and obviously that main post holding this north side of the bridge was what was hit, and that's why it's such significant damage.
Griff, and if you're looking at your screen on the left side, that is the first time we're seeing a time-lapsed, slow-motion video of the ship, and you see it. You see it hit, and then you see the bridge fall. But Griff, my question is: one eyewitness said it sounded like an earthquake. Another said it sounded like an explosion. Have you heard on the ground from anyone exactly what it sounded like or looked like in that moment? Wow, extraordinary.
We sped it up.
We talked to one of, so just where we're standing in the parking lot of the Maryland Department of Transportation on the north side of the bridge, and one worker was just getting off work when we were arriving, and he said he was here when it happened, and all of a sudden he didn't recall hearing the impact, but he heard the response and everybody running towards the bridge to go down the bridge to see where it happened, and he said it startled him. He said he's never seen anything like this in his life.
Yeah. And Griff, we talked about this an hour ago, and I just got a note from our family doctor. You know, as this is a search and rescue operation, and by the way, just look at all the cars that are going across the bridge in that time lapse.
By the grace of God. Right?
Yeah. Given the fact that you are a surfer and you're always looking at the water temperature at the time of the collision was 49 degrees, and the expected time of survival in water of that temperature is 1 to 3 hours. We are now about 5.5 hours in, so it really becomes a matter of life and death.
Well, that's right. And, you know, hypothermia, Steve, begins to set in. They say